What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Total War Warhammer, where we are a little bit hosed right now. We have a WOG in the middle of here, and so what that essentially means is it makes a copy and paste of the army that you already have and sends it after you. And so we basically, and look how elite they are right now. Let that sink in for a second. This is like not a normal army. This is an elite army of just like killing machines. And so we have no chance of fighting these guys on the open field, which basically means we have to let them do whatever they want to do in our territory until, like, I don't know. They've got a numbers bonus. They've got twice as many units as we do. They've got 3 to 4 times as much experience. It's bad. It's not looking real good right now. Things are a little bit on the sketchy side, so let's go ahead and see if this is going to be the end of our campaign. If indeed it is, that's cool, because that means we can go play the Dwarves, or we can go play the Empire or somebody. Or they may just piss off and go somewhere else. Oh, if they go after the Dwarves, that's such a good thing for us. Oh, I hope so much that they go after the Dwarves. Oh, I hope that so much. If they go after the Dwarves, that saves me so much trouble. How long does it take the garrison to get rebuilt? They raided us over here last turn, and so I'm kind of just waiting to see. We need a population surplus in 2 turns. We can take them up to level 2, which will be pretty sweet. I have lots and lots of obedience issues, though, so I may have to turn off my income for right now. Yeah, they're not super happy with me right now either. I will have to, although they're at least in the positive. These places are at the negatives right now, which is troublesome to say the least. And so if we get growth plus 31. Yeah. Let's do that. It's expensive, but if we can make Iron Rock a little bit better, or I'm sorry, Black Crag a little bit better, we might be able to do some other cool things around here. We're building ourselves a cavalry den right there. On this side, I may actually, after the growth is done, I may kill this off. Yeah. I'm going to break that building because I need something. I got to put like a boss's tent in or something to keep this positive for a little while. Black Crag is even. Okay. Actually, we'll leave that where it's at for right now. I don't want to mess around too much. Let's head this way into their territory then. And see if maybe we can get some spoils for ourselves while we play the game. Chances are they may actually go down here to fight with the orc armies. Non-aggression pact, sure. Gork says it's time to have some mates. Or have some mates. Okay, I thought he meant have some as in like fungal beer. If you don't know anything about the orcs, essentially they are very difficult to get rid of because they're made of fungus. So basically orcs reproduce by spreading these spores all over the place while they run around. That's how it works in 40k. I don't know if that's how it works in fantasy as well. But basically anywhere that they go. My house is getting buzzed by planes right now. A little outside the ordinary. Wasn't ready for it. On this side, yeah, just auto-resolve it. That's cool. We'll take the decisive victory on this side. I'm trying to get my own WOG going right now. Trying to get my own WOG going so that I can repel their WOG if it decides to turn on me. And so I'm doing something potentially very, very risky at the moment. I would say let's just take its shit. Like, I don't actually want this territory. So we got the Berserker Sword. This blade constantly drips with blood as if only just pulled from a corpse. Those that wield it scream with rage, demanding to feed the sword its next victim. Cool. And that's actually a really, really good item. And then we got a serial looter. All gobos are sneak thieves, but this one is elevated from stripping the dead of their valuables into an art form. He's no longer, he's really, really good at finding lucky charms amongst the corpses of the dead. What did you think they meant? Alright, so we made a little bit of money right there. That's perfectly fine by me. And then we also got a looter bonus. And if I go to raiding camp stance, that'll actually bump us up, I think, into WOG territory pretty soon, because we're sitting at 82. Oh, we may get a WOG anyways next turn. Sounds good to me. Oh, Asgag needs to get himself a upgrade. We'll give him the charge bonus, I guess, because he's got that weapon now that's pretty good. We'll finalize that, and then on his details, is he actually... yeah, he's wielding it right now. So his charge bonus has got to be pretty gnarly at this given time. He's got a backstabber. He's got a serial looter. And that's pretty much it. Apparently he's untrustworthy as well. I thought I had talismans, but I guess that I don't. Oh, we have gambler's armor right there, which is pretty cool. That'll give him a little bit of extra armor ranking, which is absolutely acceptable on my front. I will take that for surely, because y'all don't even know me. And now that we're in a raiding camp, we're attracting other orcs to us too. What that means is we can resupply ourselves while in the enemy territory.
Rose, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Huzzah. I'm super awesome. My bestial peers like me. Next turn, we've declared a wog. And so, yes, Azag the Slaughterer. Mork says it's time to fight. The boys in Azag the Slaughterer's army are about to go stomping. A colossal wog has been unleashed in the Dark Carriers region. Wog! You can't say wog. You have to declare it. Now, for people that don't play Warhammer or 40k, this is 90% of the reason why orc players play orcs, is so that we just get to speak in orc voice the entire time until you get so irritated and frustrated that you make a mistake, and then we capitalize on it. I beat my chest when I sit around the table. It's no wog! We's coming after you and me, boys! Wog! You gotta get into it. That's part of playing the orcs. There's no point playing them if you're just gonna sit around the table being like, actually, statistically, I think that strategically we should actually take the high ground over here, and if we go for a reverse chevron over on the right-hand side... No, this is not the army for that. This is the army for people that pound their beers on the table and make messes and shout a lot. I'm trying to make it clear what kind of player you need to be in order to be an orc. If you don't conduct yourselves like that, we kick you out. Our potential allies have a task for us. If we can bring down their enemy's champion in the battle, then they are more inclined to wog with us, and it's a pretty good deal. In battle, eliminate a lord belonging to any of the following enemies of the Crooked Moon. Karak Azul. We will get the Trickster's Shard, and our Crooked Moon will go up. Then we got another quest to beat up even further land. So which one is Karak whatever? I am going to need to see. So Karak Azul, the bluiest of all of the blue dwarves. If we go after Karak Azul, that's pretty cool. It seems like hopefully this wog is going in that direction to deal with the dwarves, I hope. But we have our own wog now, so you know what? We're going to turn that off. And is our wog as good as their wog? Our wog is just as good as their wog. Fantastic. Let's head down this way. Our wog should follow along. It looks like theirs actually split up. I may go after Gorfang now just to... Oh, look at that. It marks the ground with battle sites, maybe? No, that's just who we're at war with. Never mind. I remember in older war games, it would mark like places where there were battles in excess of a certain amount. And in so doing, see the wog stays with us the entire time. So yeah, we're going to head back down this way. And we are actually losing wog points right now. That's not good. We need to fight somebody like right this second. We need to get down here and we need to counter wog. Or we could attack. Ooh. Yeah, we could go after them too right after the fact. We'll see who has a turn first. We might be able to make this happen. The dwarves are not so happy with us right now. I'm just mostly glad. That we were able to duck. Dude, are you beating up my territory again? Come on, man. I actually think this one might be winnable. I mean, yeah, they've got a hero, but they're a little whooped up on right now. I think we make this one happen. Let's try it. If I could actually repel them from my borders here, that'll save me a bunch of troubles, too. We need to get into combat like yesterday, though. We need to get into combat like right now, otherwise this wog is going to be pointless and we're just going to lose it. Yeah, whatever. Start the battle. It's fine. We got nothing but melees anyways, so chances are... Here, do not run. Walk, you idiots. So, you got to toggle your unit speed. When you tell them to go forward like this, I forgot that it automatically puts them in run mode. You don't want them in run mode because that will make them tired. And so anyways, I don't know why it automatically puts them in run mode when you use the arrow keys to put them all over the place, but... I think you can shift walk them, so if you go shift arrows, it will walk them over there. And if you just use the arrows by default, that's when it makes it sprint over. But it was a little detail that I had forgotten from previous games, and so I know you guys had left comments and were probably angry with me about it. It's cool, don't worry about it. We won the battles. It'll be fine. Told you it wasn't going to be good gameplay. But yeah, they run when you do that, and that was one of those things that I had to figure out in between episodes. I didn't get it from the comments or anything. I recalled it in my free time, in my free play, in between episodes. But yeah, I batch record these, so it's all in kind of one big sitting. And then I have like a week in between the next recording session, and so we might be able to do something in here. I don't know. What we need is we need for spearmen to be on these guys right here, because that should kill that off pretty quickly. I need you guys right there. I need you guys right there, and that should be fine. And they will actually more than likely retreat because they would take pretty hefty losses if they tried to stay on us right there. Stay with them, actually. Yeah, stay with them. You guys have spears and whatnot, and that will actually make routing them quite a bit easier. Yeah, they should take considerable damage because they're up against like solid spears right now, and they're cavalry. So we should have a rock, paper, scissors thing going on for us that should turn them around pretty quickly. These guys are going to fold over here. They're going to fold like cheap-ass paper. But, wow, they still haven't routed? They're dying in droves, though. Alright, well, we'll finish this off over here. And then once these boys rout, we'll start worrying about what we want to do alongside other flanks. If nothing else, we should be able to cause pretty considerable losses over here, and that'll be good enough. And then we'll bring the wog down in a turn or two. Wow, I'm really surprised they haven't broken yet. Yeah, I had my suspicions something like that would happen soon. Alright, dig in. Come on, everybody. You gotta help out over here, otherwise these spearmen are gonna fall out. Now, swords should win versus spears, so we should be semi-alright over here. It's unfortunate that I don't have any cavalry. That's unfortunate, but their lord's not looking so healthy either. And we still have a tactical advantage here. Like, I feel like we're still technically winning over on this side. The fact that these spearmen have not broken yet is like mind-boggling to me. There we go. And so now that they've broken, the goal would be to bring them back around to this side. We lost our commander already, so that's pretty much straight Uggle mode. That's not a good thing for us. That's actually going to make this pitch be a little bit more difficult. So regardless of how well we play, the second you lose a commander, you basically outright lose. It's not a feature that I like a lot because it entails that they have some telepathic knowledge that their commander was just killed. And when you don't even have a commander, I don't feel like you should be subject to that. Like, all that means is that some arbitrary guy in the middle of this group got killed, and then it cost us, yeah, and so there it goes right there. Oh, we should have won that. We were doing so well, too. He took such fatty losses. It's fine. We'll wipe him out later. We'll get him after the fact. That's their faction leader, too, so... Oh, he's actually going to occupy it and take it back, huh? Alright. Not that upset about it because I have a wog available, so... we should be able to make it down here by the time the wog ends, I think. So my goal would be to line up with... he's a neutral Thane. I don't know what Thorgrim Grudgebearer is doing right now, but next turn we'll hit Valia's Sorrow and take it back. That should boost up our meter a little bit too. It looks like he's actually just plugging his way through to go after the Red Fangs more than likely. That's probably due to the grudge mechanic that they have, where if they get hit by a faction, they have to hit back, and until they do, they start taking penalties. Alright, Winds of Magic, that's fine, nobody cares. Alright, that's going to be a no-brainer battle, so we're just going to auto-resolve it real fast. Decisive victory should finish them off right there. So we get our loot back, and this place is just in chaos right now. We're going to occupy it real fast and see if that fixes it up. I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's leave him in there for... Yeah, there we go. We won a battle, so now we should be doing a little bit better as far as our Wog is concerned. Oh, he leveled up again. You level up so much in this game. Ah, the Crown of Sorcery quest is now underway. That means that technically I have to get that item, so I gotta go look and see how we do that quest. And we'll deal with that in just a minute. I will go with... yeah, make his weapon strength a little bit stronger. Sure, why not? And then from there, let's take a look at our quests. That's the Goblin Workshop. That's not quests. I need objectives. Get the gits in order. Well, apparently I need to figure out how to get this one done. My thought is that maybe they give it to us on the next turn, because we have nothing in our missions and quests right now about the crown. Maybe next turn it'll pop it on us, and that's when it'll show up in our log. Either way, we need to chase down some of these dudes, and we need to really, really, really focus right now on causing as much mayhem and chaos as we can. We've got extra slots that can be built over here, and because we have a surplus in cash, I do think that that's wise. Let's upgrade our capital a little bit, and we'll get it moving. And then the next thing that I wanted to have was obviously a Goblin Tinkerer's Bench. We just spent a lot of money, but that'll allow us to do research from here on in. We can also take, I guess, Iron Rock and make it more mighty if we really, really want to. What's Iron Rock's garrison looking like right now? Just 6 dudes. Did Iron Rock ever finish that cavalry research? Or the cavalry building that I needed? It looks like it did, so that's good. That'll allow us to make some wolf riders and whatnot. Wolf riders are... we need cavalry. We need cavalry very, very badly, and so...
Do not ask me to shame our clan.
What's he doing right now? Maybe he was trying to help us? I'm not really sure. We have a non-aggression pact, so I don't know why he would be on our territory. He's a Thane. Oh, he's an operative. Okay, that's fine. It's an interesting choice in movement. And he's being a pain in my... there it is. Once Asgag was the chieftain of a little-known tribe subsisting high in Troll country. The greenskin tribes in the far north are bitter rivals, fighting Choppa and Claw over the few spoils the hostile barren lands provide. Since then, Azag has come south to the Badlands, but now events seem to be drawing him back to his old stamping ground once more. He's received a tip from an unlikely source, a captured Gobbo from a rival tribe desperate not to be eaten. The sniveling little git claims he knows of an abandoned tomb city, once the seat of the great king who worshipped dark powers. Within this necropolis are said to be great treasures. Azag cuffs one of his own goblin bosses around the ear and hoofs him out the camp, telling him not to come back until he's found the mythical cave. Oh, really? I gotta take him all the way the hell up there. Okay. Well, I mean, I got the Goblin Big Boss over here. And things can't really attack him, so... my suggestion would be that maybe we just start sending him that way. Probably be alright, maybe. I think we should fight with him. That's what I think. Thorgrim Grudgebearer's gotta go. I think we should wipe him out. I can also... how long does it take to recruit those? 2 turns? Okay. A little more cavalry definitely wouldn't hurt our strategy. I want to fight... I need both of these guys, though. There you go. You go after him. And I'm gonna move like over to here maybe. Wait, why didn't I jump in on that fight right there? Shouldn't I have jumped in? Was my movement not long enough maybe? Did he kill my wog? I think he killed my wog. I don't really have any control over the wog, and so it can become complicated. God, this guy needs to stop raiding my lands. This shit is getting annoying. Like, really, really annoying. Gotta catch this little prick and wipe him out. He's just non-stop raiding. I think he's trying to get another wog going or something like that, because he's not actually capturing anything. He's just knocking it over and over again, bouncing in between our shit. So I have archers this time around, so that'll probably help. Alright, killers. Let's get you back over here. Spearmen to the front. Put boys on each flank. This really shouldn't be a troublesome fight. Like, we should be able to handle this. It's weird how our city's like level 3, and yet we don't get to fight from inside any like fortification or palisade or anything. Like on our defensive stuff. I recall that being a thing. Yeah, get up a little closer. We need this win badly. We need this win really bad. I'm pretty sure the dwarves just wiped out our entire wog in one go, which is actually kind of impressive. That was an elite army that was really well comprised, and they didn't even have maximum units in the dwarven. But then again, the dwarves are a higher unit count. I'm sorry, a lower unit count, higher damage dealing army, so who knows. I may pull them back and keep them in reserve just in case. I don't want the leader to die again. If it goes down like that, I'm going to be upset. They're moving fast, so they should get tired before they get to me. This would be a great opportunity to take out one of their lords, though. There, I'm going to keep him in reserve just to keep him safe. Because last time we lost that battle 100% because some arbitrary guy in this little group got wiped out. And that's not okay with me. Ah, they have hidden foes somehow magically, even though there's no hills or anything around. Alright, so you guys over there. You guys smash into that flank. You put arrows on them if you can. Oh, those are night goblins. No wonder we're not lined up evenly. Okay, I wasn't expecting to go up against night goblins. That's actually a much more tangible threat. For now, we've wiped them out over there, so that's good. I need... Alright, so let's take the Lord's army in here. With my archers, gentlemen. You get the Night Goblin archers because they are going to be a more considerable threat. Something that needs to be dealt with like right now. I think they're coming back. They've routed, which is unfortunate. My lord is also routing. They've routed. So now what we need to do is we need to support right there. Just fire at the Lord, like seriously. Maybe they'll take friendly fire out here. Shoot at them. Kill off his support. And then as soon as that regiment is done and over with, actually reroute these goblins over here. To come mess with him. Unfortunately, he's just too high level. Like, we just can't stop him. He's like single-handedly winning this battle for his faction. which is really a bit of a frustration. They should start dropping really, really soon. We've basically won this fight on this side, which means that now we've got to go back and reroute. I'm going to suggest that you boys pull out of the fight, because I can't afford to lose a leader right now. And as soon as that's all done, we can fire at our own forces right there, and they're just goblins. Who cares? They're just gobbos. It doesn't matter. They should be able to do something to him. Alright, send in the other team. His morale is about to break, which is good for us. Alright. Archers. I need you to fire at those spearmen and make sure that they don't cross the field on us and pincer us. I'd actually like it a lot better too. Yeah, go melee. Just finish this thing off. Basically out of arrows anyways. God, dude, warriors are so powerful in this game. Like, it's crazy how strong some of these dudes are. Like, no lie. Like, this guy has been sitting here this entire battle. His entire army is dead. And he's just soaking hits. And you can't even take him down. Did he just belly flop on me? I don't know how I feel about that. That feels a little insulting. I just got belly flopped on. Let's move this along, shall we? Wow, you guys are killing me right now. You guys are legit killing me. That's like super ridiculous crazy. Yeah, I mean, rejoin the battle. That's all we can do. And then just like hope we don't flee. Finally, there we go. Did we kill him? Is he dead? Oh no, he's fleeing. I would actually prefer that we kill him if we can. So everybody stay on him. Don't let him run away. There we go. And so now we end the battle. I got to get my hits off. I got to give the boots to a medium style. Wow, those lords are so powerful, dude. You see how long he just sat in the middle of that shit with like hundreds of people around him just like not dying? Jesus, what a brutal bastard. It was a Pyrrhic victory. A Pyrrhic victory is essentially, I think it's a reference to a guy named Pyrrhus or something like that, who was like invading Rome or something along those lines. A Pyrrhic victory means it wasn't worth it. Although in this case it's a misnomer because it totally was worth it, because these are garrison units. They don't matter. They replenish instantly and they have no effect on anything. And so anyways, we didn't actually lose anything right there. Whereas he actually lost real tangible units that have to be resupplied now. My suggestion would be that we just run them out of dodge, and then we'll try to take him out. A wall following Azeg the Slaughterer has been utterly destroyed by the enemy at Iron Rock. Death Pass will be some time before another can emerge. Interesting. And so we stole... Okay, we got another serial looter right there. I'm actually kind of interested in whether or not we can beat this guy. That's kind of terrifying. Like, he lost all of his melees, though. Look at that. The only thing he has left is crossbowmen. Artillery's troublesome with him, too. But until we level that army, I don't feel good about it. Turg Spidakilla. Well, we're out of time right now. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Total War Warhammer. I will see you all in future episodes. Thanks for coming along, everybody. Bye.